Uh, the condoms are Olympic strong. It's a bunch of athletes, and they hand out a lot of condoms. So, you know, what are you gonna do?
Put together a bunch of very fit 20-year-olds in one space with nowhere else to go.
I think there was like loss of virginity in our Olympic village, which is crazy.
I wanted to show you our beds.
What you're seeing and what you're reading is not happening.
The Tokyo 2020 Olympics were supposedly a subdued affair, with rumors about anti-sex beds made of cardboard being provided for athletes in the notoriously horny Olympic Village to protect them from COVID. However, a secret confession from one of the world's most elite chefs reveals that this year, Olympians indulged in a new and horrifying form of excess. Every year, nations vie to host the Olympics, where thousands of athletes compete every 4 years. The games keep getting bigger and more expensive, netting big bucks for advertisers. Naturally, elite athletes sacrifice boatloads of time and money in the hope of qualifying. Athletes are treated like rock stars with endorsement deals and fame, but once they reach the Olympics they live for the duration of the games in Olympic Village, an exclusive mini-city, with bars and restaurants just for them. If you listen to what athletes say, Olympic Village is where they get to go totally wild, especially after training for decades for their chance to shine. A 2012 ESPN expose laid bare many of the salacious details, with one medalist saying,
"I've never witnessed so much debauchery in my entire life."
During the 2016 Rio de Janeiro Olympics, the International Olympic Committee, IOC, provided athletes with an astonishing 350,000 condoms. That's over 2 condoms per athlete, per day. This year, it was international news that the rowdy Aussie team punched holes in the walls, trashed the rooms, and left behind pools of vomit. So it's no surprise many criticize the Olympics for spending literal billions on what is essentially a giant party that could be better spent elsewhere. But the most shocking thing to go on at the Olympic Village this year was hushed up by the media. Mired in controversy and protests, the IOC hid news of many of the luxuries at Tokyo's Olympic Village this year, distracting media attention by leaking a story about recyclable, collapsible bed frames designed to limit the number of occupants, in order to protect them from COVID. One luxury it hid was the presence of celebrity chefs Gordon Ramsay and David Chang, of Momofuku and Netflix fame. But that's not even the whole story. According to an anonymous source, while drinking at an upscale London pub, a drunk chef Ramsay spilled the beans about what it was like preparing lavish meals for the Olympians.
They just gave him absolute wads of money. It was absolutely nuts. Running around fully nude, licking whipped cream off each other. Athletes having sex out in public. 1 second, he's standing there in the kitchen prepping onions, and another second, a fella in a suit comes in, so he already stands out but, he has with him, a cheetah on a leash. They want him to prepare it. And I'm like, fucking what?
An advertising executive had purchased the animal as a gift to his country's runners.
They said, "Gordon, this is an extremely rare type of cheetah, one of the fastest animals in the world, and we would really like the track team to eat it, for good luck."
Chef Ramsay allegedly told them to go fuck themselves.
But then they said, "Chef, no one could cook this but a chef of your caliber." And, his fucking ego, man. He craved a challenge. There's only so many ways you can cook a damn chicken.
The world-renowned chef supposedly stewed the animal for hours and drowned it in sauce.
The team loved it. The next day they brought in a baboon.
The anonymous source goes on to say that the drunken chef Ramsay downed 5 shots of vodka and muttered,
"I'm going straight to hell,"
before heading back into the kitchen. It's impossible to say if this report is true, or just another wild pub tale since the team's country was left unnamed. We will never know whether eating a cheetah got its team a gold medal in the end. But as they say, cheetahs never win.